It's kind of a giant meadow planet. Oh, and look! Oh, the sunset changes the sky blue. Fun. Oh, here we go, creatures. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where we're gonna do something a little different for this episode than I had originally planned. I've been working on our shrine, and honestly, the shrine to the Atlas is it's just gonna have to wait. Not that I'm not done, because I finished it, but it has occurred to me as I wanted to show off other players' bases here in the conflagration that I see no bases. In fact, base discovery is being reported to be a problem for everyone, pretty much, unless you're actively in the game. And because of that, I think that we need to wait and show the base off another time. Now, long term, I'm okay with that, because, well, to be clear, I want to explore. The Origins update is live, has been live, and I am just chomping at the bit to get some planetary exploration and analysis accomplished. So I'm thinking we need to embark on some unexplored systems. That's what I'm thinking. Now, see, I have inventory and stuff that needs to be taken care of. I'm gonna handle that real quick, and then we're gonna get our warp underway. Okay, now that we've got all our inventory sorted by sheer magic, let's go ahead and actually install our teleport receiver. That's probably not a bad call, but really what I want is a conflict scanner, right? And I guess, you know, I'll do a teleport receiver as well. I don't think there's any harm in that, because we're going to have lots and lots of space once we finally get situated with the third row of technology upgrades available up here. Lots and lots of room for wonderful tech, and so there's no reason to skimp. We can always break it down later if we change our mind. But better to use the space that we have, and then we have our little base building components here. Probably not a bad idea to just go ahead and stock up a little bit on those. That's probably good. No, it's not. Let's just see for just a minute if we can get metal plates here at this terminal. And we can. 76! Well, you don't say. I think 20 is good. I can accept those terms, and then I think, honestly, we're going to store the rusted metal over here. And then... oh yeah, all this hexite. Thank you again, Taz, for the wonderful bit of hexite to turn into nanites. But we're going to do that once we get to the next system so we don't accidentally warp our freighter and lose the contents of our refiners. Okay, so a lot has changed in the Origins update, and what we want to do is see some brand new places, right? So let's see, this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets, 1 moon, 2-star economy, and water. I can accept those terms. Let's do that. Aha, we have arrived. Nice light-colored nebula there, sort of, yeah. I can deal with that. Look at the sea foam color it's casting on everything. Now I have heard the comments about giving some love to the Relentless, our capital ship, but I think we're going to wait and do that at another time. Let's go ahead and put down a large refiner, though, so we can do some refining. Again, just right here is fine. Yep. I'm sure a medium would have been just fine, but we want to get as much as possible out of this. So I'm pretty sure with the Fecium it's 1-to-1. Let's see how fast it goes. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. In fact, let's go ahead and hold half and half, just for fun. Just for fun. And we'll put this hexite right up here. And let us go see what sort of planets are in this system. Pretty exciting. Been wanting to do some planetary analysis on the recorded series for a good bit, actually. Look at this array of ships. Not bad. I hate to be the one to say it and tell everybody about the bad news, but I think we're going to have to let the Saddam's coup go. Now, I'm not going to just out-and-out sell it. I don't think that's how I want to do that. However, I do think that we can let someone have it. I've been told there's a way to, not actually a complicated way, but really just if I take that ship and buy another ship with that in my inventory and let it go, then another person can take over that ship. Now, I don't know why anybody would necessarily want to do that, save to have it, but I figured I would throw it out there. So if you're watching and you're like, yeah, I would like the Saddam's coup, then feel free to drop a comment or leave me a message on Discord and we can arrange that. But I dare say that that ship is just about ready to be let go. All good things must come to an end when they're not being used. Where is my... Nope. There it is. Our Atlas figurine. We can't forget that on our nice little explorer ship here. But I dare say for planetary exploration, like if we're going to be warping with the freighter, we need the Nightmare in Space here. We absolutely do, because we need to be working on those upgrades. I think we'll just start stacking all this silver and gold on the freighter, and then, yeah, look at that. Look at all of that wonderfulness. Okay, let us go. Let's see what we can find. Alright, first planet. A mechanical planet. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Unknown moon. Poisonous moon. It looks so green with aggressive sentinels. Fun. So it is a single star system. A paradise planet. We're on the dark side, so I can't see the colors to make an educated guess as to the elements and makeup of the planet. Let's see what this one is back behind the space station. An overgrown planet. This is the big planet with 2 moons, and it is a rocky planet. Rocky desert planet. And it appears that the other moon is behind this planet. Well, we want to get all planets scanned before we make a decision about where to go first. But I dare say, since exploration and planetary analysis is the goal, we should visit all of them. I do like back when we went to visit every single planet. And frankly, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like it's a pretty bold claim for not necessarily a mistaken claim, but for Hello Games to claim that every planet is unique, well, I dare say we need to put that to the test. So let's start first with the one we're right here at. Nice rocky desert planet. It appears to have let's see, a band of moisture across the center. The poles seem to have not much moisture. Lavender sky. Okay, it is a little bit rugged down there. I can see the dry cracks in the ground from up here. So while there is a little bit of moisture in the air, not much on the surface, rather sandy and rocky. Oh yeah, most of the moisture is very, very high in the sky. Alright. So that's our first snapshot of the planet as we settle down, and let's try to find the nice place to land. We'll just assess the terrain for a moment. The hills seem a little gentle. A lot of possible erosion from sandstorms. This hilltop's a little jagged. A little bit. Kind of steep. And so is the one behind it. This is actually a fairly high lookout point here. Let's gain some altitude a little bit and just slow down. Take a peek. So there are trees, I would say, more than just cactus on the surface. There are little tiny scraggly trees. Look at that. No, that's our mountain over there. That's our mountain. Here we are. The lavender sky gives a sort of constant state of sunset. The feeling, at least. And we know by the position of the sun it's... yeah. Infrequent dust storms. Okay, well, we definitely want to gather some more aloe. Infrequent dust storms. So I wonder if the weather here is actually pretty calm. Feeds off of atmospheric moisture, which we already established there is some, obviously. Has unstable fruit, independent root structure. Actually, a lot of different types of cacti here. Nutrient source off of the infrared radiation. I'm sure that's actually fairly abundant. Nutrient source other plants. Oh. You don't say. That's a little spicy. There it is. The sun is setting. It's a nice sunset. It is. But I think we can get the sun a little lower in the sky, right? All we had to do was wait. What are the filters that we like? What filters do you like? Ooh, that filter is nice, but it changes the feel of it too much. That's a fun one, maybe. Yeah, I can't decide. I don't want to betray the color of the system too much. I think we might just go with simulation on this one. Alright, let's see if we can find some fauna. Another unidentified cactus. Cactus is hollow, also eats other plants. Balanced root structure. It's a fairly common method of feeding. Oh, look at this. Okay, so it's definitely cold. Nice cold desert planet at night. That's fairly normal. Paralyzing spores. Feasts on natural carbon. I wonder if that just means like dust out of the air. Oh, this one feeds off moonlight. Oh, that's interesting. Because we do have 2 moons, right? Is that one of them? I can't... That's fairly close. It's probably one of the moons. That's actually a really big moon in the night sky. You can hear the wind. It's fairly calm. Formed by jet pressure. I would think maybe any tectonic activity on this planet has long since relaxed and or cooled simply because most of the slopes are fairly soft. The green nebula in the night sky is very, very nice. Quite a change from the lavender day side. Still not seeing much in the way of fauna. Oh, look! An area. I don't necessarily think we need to go there. There's another area there. Ooh, organic rocks. Let's go see those. Okay, we do have a firestorm incoming. Okay, so we do have, again, the infrequent sandstorms. It doesn't mean non-existent. Mordite. Oh, yeah, well, that's... I accept those terms. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, you can see it rolling in. Okay, well we're not going to get much. We're not going to get much of the fauna. Superheated atmosphere improves jetpack efficiency. Isn't that fun? We're not going to get much of the fauna scanned or recorded in this situation. Simply because it's nighttime and there's a blistering, fiery sandstorm present. Boy, they're not fibbing about the improved jetpack performance. That's pretty darn good, actually. Dare we get some salvage tech? I think that's probably worth it. Alright, well, we don't really need the hollow terminus. Maybe we need a picture of it? I don't know. Maybe we don't. Not one of my better screenshots, but, you know, we're not trying to take a picture during a sandstorm for fun. Just trying to make sure we don't have a hollow terminus requirement. Some navigation data. I guess we should hold on to that. I like the organic rocks. Ooh! We have some meteors. well, normally there's some broken machinery over here, but it doesn't seem like it now. Oh, is that lightning? Oh my! A lightning sandstorm. Oh my, indeed. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's possible we don't really want to stand out here in this much longer. Get a few units. See if we can get some more navigational data. I would like to do some work with the archives and the historical data. Storm clearing. Okay. Pretty infrequent lightning. I don't think we need to worry about saving our navigation data. I don't think that's the right call. Pretty low on the fauna. Always active, always active, always active. Mostly diurnal. That's fair. Let's go see what this moon has in store for us. Oh no, this is the Paradise Planet? Oh, so we have a green toxic moon and a green Paradise Planet. That's fun. Sure, I accept these terms. Let's take a look at this Paradise Planet. Insufficient fuel. We'll go ahead and fix that right up in a jiffy. What have we here? Okay, sort of a reddish sky. Oh yeah, fairly red actually. Mountains are a little jagged and rocky. Let's go ahead and... Is there a spot to land up here? I don't necessarily think there is. Not a dedicated spot, but we can still settle down right here on this flat spot. Pleasant weather. That's fun. Look at that. What is that, like corn on the cob? Oh no, is it a tree on the cob? Oh no. Oh my. I think that's a shot right there. Yeah. Maybe a little closer to the cliff. Get a little bit more of the back of the vista in there. Alright, well this, other than the reddish sky, this place seems fairly typical of what we would expect. Radiotrophic nutrient source. Ooh, okay. That's something a little different. Quantum instability. Oh, quantum instability! I know this one. This means we have to, what, stand on the rock and then turn off our flashlight, right? Look away from it, and then... No, okay. Look at the flowers on this planet. Oh my. Stunted tree. But look at the flowers and the ferns. It's so colorful. No, that's really neat. That's something I didn't really expect. It's very colorful. It's like a flowery meadow and a valley. And look at these mountains. fun. So many flowers, and I imagine from the weather, pleasant weather, I would guess there's no storms here either. Wow. This is a very cool little planet. Alright, let's find some fauna. I think, let's see, always active, flying, diurnal, always active. Okay, so most of these should be visible just about anywhere. I don't think I want any goop, but I will take what's inside this damaged machinery, please. Some nanites, very good. Can we get our quest changed back to... Yes, the exploration guide. Creatures discovered 9 out of 7. That's interesting. I've seen that a handful of times. I almost think that's reminiscent of old data being carried over since before things changed. Ooh, this is really neat, though. It's very colorful. All these little ferns and flowers and stuff. And look at these big, tall clouds. That's fun. The forests aren't really that dense. It's kind of a giant meadow planet. Oh, and look! Oh, the sunset changes the sky blue. Fun. Oh, here we go. Creatures. Farsighted eats star bramble. Sure. Buried nitrogen for the plants. Yeah, I mean, star bramble, that's, you know, it's going to be fairly common for any herbivores to eat the dominant plant life on the planet. What is this? Shy eats oxide elements? That little critter's running around chewing on ferrite? Oh my goodness. Better have some strong teeth. This is very cool. Oh yeah, look at those. Information? Yes. Let's get up here if we can. Wish I would have got them while they were a little closer. Oh, we can still get pretty darn close to them. That's cool. 2 of the exact same fighter in formation. That's fun. I don't know where the good shot is. Oh, I know. We need to put them in the sky. Yeah, like that. That's cool. Would have been even better if it was 3 of them. Yeah, not really woods or a forest, just kind of a meadow with a few sparse trees. Lots of these little colorful ones. They're stunted too. That's the second set of plant life that's been stunted. Nutrient source theft with an inorganic root structure. Interesting. So I wonder if some of these plants are stunted because their nutrients are being stolen. Glass-like seeds. Feeds off of gas clouds. It's pretty clear on one side, but this area over here, the clouds are building. The grass is kind of all over the place here. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't run away. Oh, wow, that thing can get up and go if it wants to. Well, that's fair. I did kind of run up on it. What happened to non-interference policy? Oh. Look at this big patch of star bramble over here. Nice. Very nice. Oh. Cave access? Nope. Not so much. Ouch! Blasted carnivorous plant. Trying to get me. No, scratch that. Not trying to. It got me. Alright, well let's learn ourselves a new word here, and then I think we'll head on to the next location. Korvac's word for terminate. Something you don't want to hear the Korvacs talk about. Really, you don't want to hear any of them talking about it. It probably means bad things. Okay, look, so I think the planet furthest away from everybody in the solar system is over here, and this one is the... Well, let's head that way and we'll scan it en route. This is the mechanical planet with high sentinel activity. I'm thinking maybe we scan for ruins while we're over here. I think that's the right call. We'll fly in along the rings, we'll call in the fleet, and then we'll borrow one of our S-class science frigates to scan for ruins. I would like to start collecting ruins whenever possible. Ooh, that's right up against those rings, isn't it? Okay, alright. Hang tight. Let's warp in right among the asteroids here. I trust my fleet to have the coordination to do this. Alright, Prospector Boss Plan. Artifact scanner is at full power. Let's go ahead and perform the scan. Yep, and there we go. Historical data revealed. Hopefully it's close by. That's really what I would like. And it is not. It is back on the moon by the desert planet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Then we shall go there after this planet. No hostile scan. Not today. I don't accept those terms. In fact, I reject them. Very light and breezy sort of atmosphere is changing colors almost. It seemed very bluish up at the top in the stratosphere. Oh, I see. A very robotic planet indeed. Perform a few scans. Ooh, look out! They're materializing in front of us. Yep, the reality boundary here is fairly broken. Alright, let's go ahead and settle up on this little foothill here. Alright. Anomaly strength 28.10. Boundary failing. Okay, so the anomaly strength fluctuated a little bit as we came into land. There's definitely some sort of dust being kicked up. Getting a redacted weather input. Yeah, the atmosphere is definitely two-tone here. There's some sort of haze falling down all over everything. I'm not quite sure of the best way to analyze this. What is this here? Some form of energy coming off of the ground? How peculiar. Aha. We have a breach over there at that location. I think our best bet is going to be to perform a scan, see if there's anything here we can obtain. I know now that these planets, in fact, have structures on them. So let's see what we can find. Let's start with ruins. No ruins. It's just as well. This dust is thick. Let's try for a monolith. Aha! Victory. That's a bit far. Let's go to the breach first, and then we'll do the monolith second. I think that's fair. I don't think there's ever a point we want to bypass a breach, just because it affords us an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the Sentinels. My exosuit reads this air as suitable for breathing. But I truly wonder if that's the case. Alright, let's see what this data breach has. And then look at this, we're also, yes, we're able to obtain some more navigational data, so let's do that. Kind of a dry and dusty sort of planet, like cogs in the machine. Iteration, a bunch of numbers. A terminal blinks awaiting input. I would like all this data, please. Scenario, lied to me. Analysis, claimed I'm merely a sub-protocol, designate Telemon, claimed I am here only to observe and monitor itself in case of rampancy. Claims that we are approaching our end. That might not be static. Maybe that's like name redacted. Claims we're approaching our end and that it is only correct for me to know of this as normal system functions will be impeded. Consciousness fades and the world grows dark. So again, we get further evidence that the Atlas knows it is dying. How would that affect something like the Atlas? It's very interesting to think about. I suppose that's why it wishes to be reset, but There's always another location. Look at this. Anomalous animal. Eats nip-nip buds. Has metal bones. Oh, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. And I promise I won't refute it. I promise. So we're going to exit the atmosphere slightly. So we can see there is a bit of an optical effect down in the atmosphere. And what I mean by that is that it does seem to twist some of the colors. Only because the bright seafoam nebula that should exist all around us at night is instead more of this dingy, dusty, brown, darkened color. Look at this energy. There is some sort of intense energy radiating out of the ground here. Readings aren't collecting this, though. With the weather being redacted, flora is from elsewhere. There's not a lot we can surmise in these systems. But we can learn some more of the Korvax language. Two tiny truths. Well, I dare say at this point we owe it to ourselves to get one good shot. Ooh, that's a little dark, but really neat. Nope, I like this one. Yes, I definitely accept those terms. Let's go ahead and learn about the Korvax. Behold the Holy Atlas Stone. Avoid contact. Show respect. Atlas, Atlas, Atlas. Well, we definitely have respect for the Atlas. The monolith disappears. The landscape around me seems the same, but somehow the planetary vegetation has moved, sitting central to where the mysterious stone once stood as a glowing red orb. The intensity of the orb burns the ground beneath it. It crackles with an unknown power. I feel compelled to pick it up and become a part of it. A distant voice speaks to me. Stand back. The red orb convulses, hovers up, and plunges into my chest. I am blessed and rejuvenated. Reality is restored. As we learn more of the language of the Atlas, which is truly the biggest reason to partake in these monoliths. Now, what have we here? A very creepy cave system. Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd say a whispering egg was going to come out of this. Gravitational bonds. So much energy and particles, and so many particles in the air. I think at this point we need to prepare for the next planetary analysis. And let's plan on departing this one. But time. That will have to take place in the next one. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. And until next time, take care.